You came here for calm, not armor, for love without losing yourself, for presence without becoming a prisoner. Act as if nothing bothers you, wisely, not coldly, not to pretend you don't feel, but to choose what guides how you feel. What if love isn't your weakness, but your training ground? What if composure is not distance, but devotion to truth? What if peace is not escape, but skill? The Stoics didn't kill emotion, they coached it. They didn't build walls, they built inner pillars. They didn't beg for certainty, they lived by clarity. Here's the core. You control judgment, intention, action, and attention. You don't control outcomes, timing, or other people's minds. Epictetus paraphrased, "It's not events that disturb us, but our opinions about them." So in relationships, you don't control how they text, you control your meaning making. You don't control whether they stay, you control how you love. You don't control whether they change, you control your standards. Act as if nothing bothers you means refuse to be owned by externals. Refuse to hand your mood to the weather outside. Refuse to worship uncertainty like a god. This is not indifference. This is sovereignty. This is not coldness. This is clarity with kindness. This is not denial. This is disciplined attention. Marcus Aurelius paraphrased, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." So when the message is left on read, breathe. When the tone sounds sharp, pause. When the fear writes stories, question them. We suffer in imagination more than in reality. Seneca paraphrased, and your nervous system agrees. Let's draw 3 circles. Inner circle, your mind, your choices, your character. Middle circle, your relationship skills and boundaries. Outer circle, their moods, timing, past, and choices. Live fiercely in the inner circle. Act skillfully in the middle circle. Accept serenely in the outer circle. Where people suffer most, they try to control the outer circle. They neglect the inner circle. They confuse the middle circle. Act as if nothing bothers you means no second arrow. Pain may land, but you don't shoot yourself again with interpretation. She's late, that's pain. She doesn't care, that's the second arrow. He's quiet, that's data. He's withdrawing forever, second arrow. Try this simple protocol. ACE. Acknowledge the event without drama. Choose a judgment that is both kind and true. Execute one wise action aligned with your values. Example, event, no reply for 6 hours. Acknowledge, uncertain, could be many reasons. Choose, I can ask, not assume. Execute, send one clear, warm message, then release. Another protocol, the pause. Before any reply, breathe in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Ask one question, what is truly in my power? Then answer plainly, my tone is mine, my timing is mine, my boundaries are mine, my self-respect is mine. Act as if nothing bothers you. Externally calm, internally honest. Outside, steady voice. Inside, examined thought. Don't confuse composure with delay. Composure is fast truth, not slow avoidance. It's choosing a response, not freezing in fear. You can be gentle and still be firm. You can be loving and still say no. You can be patient without playing small. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors with hinges. They open to love and close to harm. They are not punishment. They are clarity. Say this to yourself. I protect my peace to protect our peace. I regulate me to stop regulating you. I choose the standard and live by it first. If you are chasing reassurance, pause. Reassurance is a thirst. The cup leaks. Clarity is a well. It holds water. Ask the cleaner question. What do I do if reassurance doesn't come? Answer. I keep my word. I keep my routine. I keep my dignity. Marcus again, paraphrased. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't be. Choose not to see an insult, and you won't. This does not excuse abuse. Stoicism never asked you to endure harm. It asked you to discern, decide, and depart if needed. Compassion without boundaries breeds resentment. Boundaries without compassion breed distance. Choose both, firm and warm. Consider roles. You can't play their part, only yours. Act your part well, with integrity. Release the rest, with grace. The stories we tell ourselves are heavy. They're losing interest. I'm not enough. This always happens to me. Replace story with stance. I'll ask once, clearly. I'll express, not perform. I'll adjust, or I'll exit. When you text, text like a sage. Short, sincere, specific. No essays of apology for existing. No cryptic tests or traps. When you listen, listen like a healer. Slow down your face. Let silence do some work. Reflect what you heard, not what you fear. When you disagree, disagree like an architect. State the pattern, not the person. Offer a request, not a verdict. Suggest one next step, not a lecture. Here's a language shift. 3 swaps. From, why did you, to, when X happens, I feel Y. Can we try Z? From, you never, to, in the last month, I noticed A. I need B. From, if you loved me, to, for me, love looks like C. Are you willing? Act as if nothing bothers you. In practice, you are slow to assume, fast to ask, slow to react, fast to reflect, slow to plead, fast to choose. Practice the 10-minute delay rule. If a message stings, wait 10. Breathe, write a draft, delete it. Send one sentence, clear, kind, complete. Practice the view from above. Picture yourself from the ceiling, then the city, then the sky. See the tiny you, the tiny phone, the tiny drama. Ask, what matters in a week, in a year? Practice negative visualization. Imagine the plan falls through. Imagine a hard conversation. Now rehearse your calm, your boundary, your next best action. This isn't catastrophizing. It's inoculation. It builds muscles you need before the storm arrives. Practice last time meditation. This could be the last time you share coffee, the last time you argue about dishes. Let that soften your tone, not harden your heart. Amor fati. Love your fate wisely, not love abuse. Love reality enough to respond well to it. If the path turns, you turn with dignity. Act as if nothing bothers you. Means you honor your schedule. You keep sleep, movement, focus, even when love wobbles. You don't cancel your life to steady someone else's. Put self-respect into your calendar. Morning stillness, midday movement, evening review. Here's a daily template. Simple and strong. Morning, sit for 5. Ask 2 questions. What can't I control today? What can I control in response? Write 3 lines. Close the notebook. Midday, move for 10. Walk or stretch. While moving, repeat. Mind is mine. Tone is mine. Boundaries are mine. My self-respect is mine. Evening, review 3 moments. Where did I react? Where did I choose? What will I refine tomorrow? Don't worship compatibility. Practice composability. 2 people can fit and still fall apart. 2 people can work when they choose skills over stories. Signals are confusing. Patterns are clear. Look less at words, more at repetitions. Look less at promises, more at practices. If you must ask, where do I stand every week? You already know where you stand. Ask once clearly, then watch what unfolds. If your love is a rescue mission, you are trying to be their fate. Be their partner, not their parent. Be their mirror, not their jailer. Self-trust is the anchor. Without it, every wave feels like a threat. With it, every wave becomes practice. How to rebuild self-trust. Make small promises. Keep them publicly to yourself. Scale slowly. Consistency over intensity. 3 micro promises for 7 days. Wake, water, walk. Wake at the same time. Drink a full glass of water. Walk 10 minutes without your phone. If you can't keep promises to yourself, you will overpromise to others. Build reliability inside before you broadcast it outside. Let's talk jealousy, the quicksand of comparison. Jealousy is a teacher, not a verdict. It points to your values and your fears. Ask jealousy 3 questions. What do I value that feels threatened? What skill would make me less afraid? What boundary would make me more at peace? Then act. Strengthen that skill. Speak that boundary. Subtract one trigger you voluntarily choose. Social media is a slot machine, not a mirror. Every scroll is a tug on your nervous system. Set rules, like a sage sets rituals. 2 rules that save serenity. No doom scrolling before speaking to your partner. No online detective work when you could ask simply. If the past haunts the present, name it kindly. My fear is older than this moment. My nervous system is remembering, not predicting.